and quickly pushes it upfield to East. But back again, York controls it now as they're looking for the attack as they push it down into the Seagulls. Now crosses it towards the center, towards Tanner East now, heads it towards the center of the field now, back to East.
Off them. He might miss it.
And now that York is controlling it, but intercepted by Tanner East again. You know, early in this game we've already called his name handful. Just a little too high. Now Salisbury defends a well attack by York. Now they're fighting over it towards midfield as York controls it.
You know, it was a steady rain. Hopefully, you know, it dies down here so we can get some clean soccer.
And then early. So now Salisbury is deep into the box. Slip. East shot and goes over the net just towards the box, but stolen away by Salisbury. Now up the field they go. Right back to York. And it will be headed out of bounds by York.
Yeah.
And that was just kicked out of bounds, and it will be a York throw-in, but stolen by Tanner East. As now Salisbury looks to regroup. Now Salisbury's looking to attack the Tanner East.
And a good attempt there by Patrick Wolf. Great
slide
tackle by
tackle.
Portman there.
That was excellent.
Tries to get it to Sharp.
Here. Now Tanner East controls it, but it headed too much out of bounds. It will be a York throw.
Good play by Perry there.
And now Perry loses it as there was a little shove. Or excuse me, Becker heads it towards the box. And now Tanner East controls it along this close far side. And the ball is headed towards midfield, and Cornish now controls it for Salisbury up to Tanner East. Just too much. As well.
Very sloppy passing throughout the first half here for the goals. And, you know, the Spartans have played great defense thus far, you know.
Went for it, but lost it. Luckily, his team was there to back him up, as that was a very close call.
Yeah, it looks like it just slipped out of his gloves, and, you know.
As now Tanner East now puts it up field. As the idea to center it. Now Tanner East controls it, centers it into the box, and headed away by York. As now the ball's deep on the far side, on our side, but you know Salisbury couldn't get the ball where they wanted it. Now we're controlling the ball and taken away by Tanner East, who clears it. Good clear. As York now controls as they're pushing up, but right there Tanner East is there to deflect it as he tries to, as York takes it. And now Cornish steals the pass.
And Perry gets it. And a good slide tackle there.
By
And
York.
a roll out of bounds and stay with Salisbury. As Tanner East throws it in to Larry Cornish. Gives it back to East. And
As a little shove there by, you know, the player. You know, and a throw-in for York.
Becker sends it upfield.
As
But
Salisbury's trying to,
Iguada's there. And
controlled by Salisbury.
yeah, cooler heads need to prevail for both teams. You cannot afford to get a card here.
As a little shove there, and it goes out, and will be as Salisbury is now trying to regroup and get it into the box. And deflect it out of bounds will be a Salisbury throw-in. As now Salisbury looks to boot it into the box. Headed by McNeil, or Becker, one of the two. Now Salisbury has it back to Portman.
Back to Sharp.
Shot deflected by a York, but into the
And
back
that's
of
a
the net,
goal.
and Salisbury ties it up at 1.
And a great goal there. Very great goal. And it's Tanner East. And he does a little belly flop into the
Student
crowd
section.
there.
Tanner East with the goal.
Remember that you can stay up to date with all things Seagulls by following us on social media. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SU Seagulls. And follow us on Twitter using the handle @SU Seagulls.
Who looks to create an opportunity here for his team. As now the ball is back at midfield, but passed up to Cornish at the midfield, or excuse me, beyond midfield. And now Salisbury with the attack again on this far side.
Offsides on E. There's no. Who's running this?
Exactly, but again, you don't want the officials to, determine the outcome of a game. Ever since that red card, well, second goal really, or you could even go back to the first goal. They've been out of sync, and that's been huge for Salisbury.
Yeah, second goal was very demoralizing. Foreman Sky for that header there.
You gotta do what you gotta do for the ball. As Salisbury controls it now.
And a great job by East prying the ball away,
but here goes Salisbury now.
Well, it looks like Salisbury's just trying to send a message to York, that, by putting their starters back in, that we're going to keep scoring on you.
You're going to have to keep playing defense. Kick from the corner. And Cornish trying to get his head on it, but shot again, rebound just over. Now Larry Cornish is up around midfield looking for a teammate to pass to. Compton, who passes it back to Larry Cornish, who's now centering it up to
East,
to Brines, the coach. As another throw-in.
Yeah, as Coach Lugwood tries to get some fresh bodies in there, hopefully creating more opportunities. But
as York tried to create something, they pass it right to Tanner East, who gets by one defender, looking to set something up. Good slide tackle there by
Burns there, yeah.
Yeah. And now
good move by East.
Yep. But it was not able to maintain the ball, and there's a sounded like a half now left to play. As York sends it towards the box, but headed out. But York's able to send it back into the box and just win. So
historically, yeah.
So now Salisbury's pushing it as Tanner East is trying to start something with Elliot Crompton. Now pushing it. Crompton right outside the box, trying to is pushing it upfield in desperation, but Salisbury's defense again is right there.